Bueno, tal vez ahora porque ya está más en la tarde, tal vez ahora sí calienta.
I've been gone for 2 months, and this is sort of what happened in those 2 months. My brothers-in-laws were in town, so we just kind of like had a day at the beach. And that was back in April. And then right after that, I went with a friend to my workplace. Because she wanted to see the exhibition, so we just kind of hanged out and we took some videos, and here's some footage for that. I also really enjoyed the exhibition, even though it's kind of a pain in the ass to work with that exhibition specifically. But hey, I had fun. And here's a silly picture of me. The place itself was really nice and pretty, like as a visitor to enjoy the museum that way. And some of the colors that we got in here and the lighting, exquisite. Right after that, me and my friend, we went to like go eat somewhere and took a picture of that. So here we go. And during those outings, we also went to a Jerry's Autorama, and I got some stationery haul for you guys. So you're gonna see me like talk about the haul and also like see some new spaces here and there. I think I spent $100 that time that we went to Jerry's Art Dorama. I got myself some watercolor tubes, and here you go. There, I got my primaries, and I got a custom palette and some markers just to test out. So I'll be working with those probably soon. I really enjoyed shopping with her. Realistically speaking, I spent a lot of money, and we did talk about like custom watercolor palettes and how to get her into it, because she was telling me that she really wanted to explore watercolor. So it sort of kind of like gave her the rundown on how to put together like a custom palette. So here on frame, if my camera can work with me, there you go, thank you camera. You'll see that I got two Daniel Smiths. I got mostly Daniel Smiths with some Turner brands in there. So I got my 2 yellows, my 2 reds, some blues, and a purple that I really like. And then I also got some more alcohol markers, some Copics, some colors that I really enjoy, like the blues and the purples. And there was also like a blender in there, so I was just like, you know what, I'll go ahead and grab some. And these bunch right over here, these are a mix of water soluble and alcohol markers. They were just different brands and different like points. Some of them have a nib, like a brush pen on one side and just a felt tip on the other. And then good old microns, because you never know when you're gonna need an off color for a micron. And these are in like 2 types of brown and like 1 purple, because y'all girl loves purple. And then also in Jerry's Autorama, there was this like masking fluid pen that I had never really seen before. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and I'm gonna experiment with it sometime soon. And I got myself this little palette situation. It's like where I'm gonna put the watercolors in there. So just kind of carry a custom water palette with me, and just kind of explore the little like travel size custom palette. Is really nice. It's really small and has like a little ring fit, so you can like put it in your hand and hold it like if it was a palette. And it has a really big mixing well area, along with like 12 empty half pans. So I'll be like putting the stuff in there in just a little bit. I know that intro was like really quick, but I'll talk about it a little bit, because we still got some time together while you guys see me do like art stuff, traditional art stuff, which is a surprise because mostly I do digital. Here you can take off the pan and you can just like set it outside, which is really nice, and some of it like kind of moves and jiggles, so I was like, okay. And since I only got myself 7 watercolors, I'm just gonna keep the rest of the water pans empty in case I wanted to mix a color or not. But here is everything, and I'm here trying to make sure that my computer doesn't sleep on me, because I like to see my footage whenever I do it. So yeah, let's talk about where I've been in the last 2 months. And I think this is the first time on the channel that I say that I work in a museum. I think. I don't remember. but you'll see me here just start to fill out the water color pans. So while you guys see me do some footage here, you'll see I'll talk about like where I've been and how are things and everything else with a check-in. Just before I get into that, I do have those Q-tips to just kind of clean up the edges of the rim, as well as some toothpicks just to kind of like push the paint into the corners of the well, just so you know everything's nice and set up. Okay. That's a lot. And I'm here tapping just to get the paint to move and get the air bubbles out. Okay. So where have I been? I've been living is the short-term answer. The long-term answer is that it was a lot to carry in the last like April and May, and a little bit of March. It was exhausting at work. I do work in a museum, and you guys saw footage of the exhibition that is currently there. So if you know, you'll know. I work there as a full-time person, and I see a lot of students. I won't give away exactly my position, but that's my main thing, my main hustle, my main income. So hopefully that will change. Maybe. We'll see. But it was just a lot. Just the school year's a lot. So that's where most of my energy is, and when I come home, I come really exhausted. It's fulfilling work. I feel like I'm doing fulfilling work. I don't know, maybe. But some days are harder than others, and that's why I come home and it's just gonna shut down. And that's why I haven't been producing as much. But that will change because summer is upon me, and summer I have a little bit more wiggle room. So there should be some stuff coming through. But yeah, we hit with my in-laws. Well, not mine, but my brother's in-laws, who are technically now my in-laws, I guess, because we're all family now. We went over to the beach for like a beach picnic situation, and like they really enjoyed it. They really enjoyed their visit here to see my sister-in-law, and they enjoyed their time, and they were saying like it was so fun. And honestly, the beach felt really nice to just go like on a Saturday, to just kind of get away from the city and just kind of enjoy nature and just be outside, you know, go touch grass like people say. But it was really, really nice to just hang out with them and just kind of enjoy a family day out together, go out for a walk, talk a little bit. It's really been nice to like get out of my bubble for a little bit and socialize. It's been, like I said, it's been exhausting. I have been hanging out a little bit more with friends that I normally don't see, or art friends who I do see, but not very often. So I was hanging out with my friend, and she did a blog video with some more extra footage from our visit to the museum, and I kind of like just showed her around and just kind of like talked to her about like, okay, like you can see this thing here, and there's some lore with it there, that on that other end. But yeah, like I just been kind of hanging out, and just recently, like that I had some time. Hi y'all. We're gonna be here in the new studio for now, and I'm just gonna like set it up sort of like a corner of the studio where things have been. This is where mostly of the money has been going, and I've sort of set up a little station here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swatch out the palette in my little like watercolor custom books that I made, like some sketchbooks, and there's the little watercolor pan, as well as my utensils that we're gonna be doing for this swatching video and like mini blog situation. But first things first, I always enjoy to clean my space first, because the desk that I have now is a glass desk, so I'm just kind of like moving things around while I listen to some music and just kind of like prepare myself for the headspace to like actually get to creating, because it's a brand new space. So I just kind of want to make sure that I'm comfortable in the space, and the first thing that really like gets me going is to have a clean surface area that I can work with. So we're gonna be using that side. I don't have my camera to actually record what I'm doing. I'm using my iPad just to kind of like set it up on its little stand and record things. So you'll see me just kind of playing around in the new space, and this is where I'm going to be starting to work better on my sketchbook and just do things, just take it slow, take it easy. Like I said, April and March were difficult with work. Not that some things were going wrong, things have been going way better than the start of the school year, especially now that I'm out of therapy, which, woohoo, yay, we're done. Or at least for the most part, I've gotten to a point where I feel better mentally about a lot of different things, so I feel like I can finally have a little bit of headspace to like think about the important things, like making art and making videos and doing something that fulfills me. So we're gonna be using, for this session, we're gonna be using 2 watercolor refillable brush pens. We're gonna be using a drafting pencil and a clear ruler for this session. So I will go ahead and change like perspectives here for y'all. And yes, I do walk in my house barefooted just because it feels better for me. So here I'm just gonna be showing y'all like my custom swatch watercolor book that I bookbind myself. It was really fun. And again, I'm just kind of just laying out the supplies for you guys to see better what we're gonna be using. So we're just gonna be going through this together for the next 8 minutes. I guess like now that I have a custom watercolor palette, I'm more invited, I guess, to like work on my sketchbook and just kind of like hash things out a little bit. I kind of lost the habit of working in my sketchbook and just kind of like putting thoughts to paper, because I've been trying to do stuff here, but it's difficult. So here I'm just gonna speed up the footage because like literally we had like an hour of footage and I was just like, no, I need to put something out. So here I'm just kind of sort of measuring out the spaces that I'm gonna be using. So I switched over to my really big watercolor sketchbook, and I'm over here just like listing out in the little chart all the watercolors here that I have, and I'm just kind of going down in a diagonal line to just make sure that I have the right kind of mixing happening. And I also noticed that I did this really fast, so I kind of just messed up, so I had to like just blend on the paper. But normally these watercolor charts like really help me to understand the range of color that I have in my watercolor palette. And that's always very helpful to know what kind of mixes I can do on my own, and also to just kind of practice and flex that muscle of like color theory, because I know that if I mix a cool red with a cool blue, it's gonna give me a really dark purple, or if I mix a really bright yellow with a cool blue, I'm gonna get like this nice like lime color. So it's just really nice to do one of these whenever you're trying to learn your watercolor palette. And I also added the purple that I bought. And this purple I really like for 2 reasons. Because I found out that the watercolor shimmers. Like this purple specifically has like a glittery, shimmery kind of feel to it. And like I'm so in love with just the shade of it. As well as just the effect that it gives. So like I was trying to see if I can mix it with the other watercolors, as well as just seeing how much more I can mix with them and just kind of see what they reacted. And it was a nice little experiment, but like because I'm trying to ease myself into the art makings things, it just kind of like stopped there. And then I also went ahead and hanged out with some friends last weekend, and we ended up buying a lot of things. So here's my little haul of things that I got from Violet, which is a K-pop and Japanese store nearby, and I got some really cute things, mainly this Mewtwo water bottle that I'm thinking of taking with me for my vacation soon. So I'll be taking some days off from work to just kind of decompress and see some other friends. And I really like this like Mewtwo water bottle. It's really cute. Just the color's nice, it has a little strap in it, and it's nice. And I never had a bottle like this before at all, so I was just kind of like, how do you open this? And then you open it, and it's just this like situation. It's really nice, really cute, it's small and you're really fillable, and that will keep me hydrated, hopefully at the airport. I also got some buttons and also this really cute float dispenser. Like, it's a washi tape dispenser, and it's like literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm so obsessed with it and I really want to use my washi tapes now because I could just pull a little roll. It also comes with 2 washi tapes included, and I didn't know this, but you can like store stuff in it. I also got these like blind boxes of cinnamon roll, kuromi, and Hello Kitty. I was so excited when I saw these, and I was telling my friends, oh my god, these are so cute. So I got 2 of them in hopes that I get the 2 variations, because each of them have like 2 variations to their little thingamabob. I also got this other Sanrio like keychain situation. I saw the last cute Chikorita sticker sheet, and you know that in this channel we stan Chikorita. I will not take a different answer. And then also they had some buttons, so I decided to get some. I got I'll ship that, the OTB one, and then they had some Miku ones that was like sort of with a kimono. Normally I don't gravitate to Miku, but this one was cute enough, so I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and grab it. And I also grabbed some other ones for my brother because his birthday was coming up, so I grabbed some for him. And I got some other gifts as well for some other friends that I will be seeing them. So here I am opening the blind boxes. I am definitely hoping that I can get Kodoming. Spoiler alert, my heart got broken, but they were also very cute. And here I'm trying to open this like situation. The tape was god awful. It was not being kind to me, so I just kind of had to like sort of rip my way to it. So we're gonna be opening these ones first because I was super excited, and unfortunately I got a cinnamon roll with the cutest face, and honestly, like, yeah, that's me every day once I come back from work. Like, if my camera could just, there we go, like, you can sort of see him now. Like, my lighting is not the greatest because I opened this really late on that Saturday when I came back from everything. And it's like the cutest little thing, and it just stands up like that. So I was just like, okay, what about the second one? Can I get Kuruming? And unfortunately I got a different one. So they will be living on my personal desk in my room, I guess, and then another one's gonna move over to the studio. So here I'm just taking I'm opening stuff in my personal desk because people were being too much. And on the second one, I lo and behold got my Kurumi that I wanted. So here is Kurumi. It's like this like 3-part acrylic keychain. Is like the cutest thing ever. It's pretty big. So I'll probably put it somewhere in my studio once I get everything set up. And then the final item that I was like raving over and I've been telling everybody about it since I got the thing. At first I was hesitant on getting this like float tape dispenser, but then I actually opened it and like I messed with it and I am so in love. I wish they had different colors though, because I saw on the internet that there's a blue one, a green one, a pink one. I don't know if they have a purple one. If they do, oh my god, let me know, y'all. Like, let me know. I'm in like my Sanrio era right now. But anyway, they come with like 2 little washi tapes already included that like goes with the float. So I was just trying to like figure out, how do you open this, right? Like, how do you put the tape in? The top comes off, and that's when I found out that you can store washi tape in the float. And I was just like, oh my god, it makes so more sense now that they included the thing. And like the tape dispenser like locks there. And I'm gonna like test it out with this like owl washi tape that I have. So I was like very confused. So you take it off, then you slide it in with the edge of the tape, and you just like close it up, you put it in there, and then you just like tape it to the side, put the float on top, and they can just pull the thing. It's like really nice, and then you can just rip it, and it's like the cleanest rip I've ever seen. So anyway, there's plans coming up. I do want to work on some art, and I think now that I have the headspace for it, I can finally do the thing. But yeah, that's sort of where I've been. There's gonna be another video coming up soon. I hope that I can finish it. I'll talk a little bit better there because this was super improvised because I just needed to put something out. But I definitely do want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, Ulysses Senpai and Edith, that have been supporting me, and I've been saving all those dollars from Patreon to just be buying some stuff for the studio. Hopefully there's more things to come, and now that summer is over, I can definitely have a little bit more headspace for everything else. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great time. I hope I can come back sometime relatively soon once I move things along. But thanks again, y'all, for all your support, and I hope I see you guys soon. Bye, you guys.